Okay, we're still in the scratch space where I develop problems for possible use in future problem sets. So this one here says find all the real solutions to sine of 67x equals the cosine of 33x. You know the whiteboard to do it. And certainly I'm going to write the problem down. And the problem is, it's easy to write down, may be difficult to solve, but let's take a look. And what do you get? Sine of 67x equals the cosine of 33x. Okay, first thing is to make a substitution. I'm going to say u is equal to 67x. Let's see, what does that mean? It means u over 67 would equal x, or 33 times u over 67 would be equal to 33x, all right? It's not totally necessary to do this, but I just like doing a substitution. So what do you get? Let's see, you get sine of u. That's easier for me right there. And it's going to be the cosine, let's see, 33x is going to be 33u over 67, right? There's one of two things I could do now. I could either write the cosine in sines or sines in terms of cosines. What I'm going to do is rewrite the sine in terms of cosine. So it's going to be cosine, let's think about that, it's cofunction identity. So it's going to be pi over 2 minus u equals the cosine of 33u over 67. Now certainly a trivial solution here would be just to equate the arguments, but there's going to be a repetition over here. And whatever this angle is, it's going to keep hitting itself every 2 pi n. I'm going to write this over here. N and m are going to be integers in the problem. All right, so I'm going to write down cosine pi over 2 minus u plus 2 pi n equals the cosine 33u over 67. I'm going to equate their arguments now. Pi over 2 minus u plus 2 pi n equals 33u over 67. Well, I'm going to clear the fraction first. So I'm going to multiply by a 2 and by 67. All right? That's the LCD, by the way. This is the LCD. And what do you get there? 67 pi minus, well, 2 times 67 is 120 and 14, which is 134. Again, 2 times 67, 120 and 14, 134. Again, that's the LCD. Then what do you get over here? It's more difficult, isn't it? It's going to be 2 times 134, which is 268. Pi n equals, that's going to be 66u. All right? 67 cancels. All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the u here. Let's do that now. You get 67 pi plus 268 pi n equals, I'm going to add 134 to both sides. And that's going to be 200u now. All right, I'm going to divide both sides by 200. And I'm going to factor out a 67 this time. I should have just did that before, right? So 67. Actually, let's figure out 67 pi. You can get 1 plus 4 pi n. This is all over 200. Is equal to u. Now, Greta, you may not remember, but we made a substitution, and u was going to be 67x. Let me write this down over here. This is 67x. So I'm going to divide both sides by 67, and x would equal pi 1 plus 4 pi n over 200. All right, that's one solution, by the way. All right, so again, pi times 1 plus 4 pi n over 200. I'm going to do the other solution. I want to point out what we're looking at over here. Kind of, remind myself what we're dealing with the cosine curve. And I'm going to say, if the angle x is here, there'd be another solution over here, which gets the same thing. Why is that? You're really looking for the same abscissa. So this angle would be minus x, all right? So let's write that down now. All right, let's go back over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this equation here and just rewrite it for the opposite of that angle now. So it's going to be cosine. It's going to be u, I'm going to take the opposite of that, right? Minus pi over 2 equals the cosine 33u over 67. I'm sure I wrote that right. Yeah, I did. We're going to do the same thing. Again, you could equate these, a trivial solution over here, but it keeps repeating itself. Let's write this over here. Cosine u minus pi over 2. By the way, this is one of the solutions to the problem. Plus 2 pi, I'm going to use m this time, equals cosine 33u over 67. Let's write this down. U minus pi over 2 plus 2 pi m is equal to 33u over 67. I'm going to do this one a little differently. And I'm going to write down 2 pi m minus pi over 2 equals 33 over 67u. And then I'm going to take away u from both sides. And that would be 67 over 67u. All right, let's keep going. And let's just think about that. Two pi m minus pi over 2 equals, this would be 67. And then you get 33 taken from 67. I write this over here. 4, that's 34. So minus 34u. All right, I'm going to solve for u now. And I'm going to multiply both sides by 67. That's 2 pi m minus pi over 2. That's minus 34u. I'm going to divide both sides by minus 34 too. That'll give me a u. All right, I'm going to write a little differently. And I'm going to put 67. I'm going to multiply top and bottom by minus 2. And you get this over here. You can get pi minus 4 pi m. And that's going to be 68 in the bottom now. And that equals u. And I got to remind myself what u is. We'll go back over here. And u is 67x. Put this over here. So what I'm going to do now is, let's see, I guess I got to divide, right? By 67. What do you get? Pi minus 4 pi m over 68 is equal to x. I'm going to clean up a little tiny bit. I'm going to factor out a pi. And you get 1 minus 4m, whoops, over 68 is equal to x. Now, I do want to claim, though, that the minus 4m or plus 4m is really not going to change the story at all. Let me just clean it up a little bit. Pi 1 minus 4m over 68 equals x. That's the other solution to the problem, by the way. We found the two solutions over here. This is one of them, and the other one is right over here. Thank you.